to get to know more about Pak Hendra just from the sharing. And I've been waiting for so long to really hear this, Pak Hendra. How did you do it? What made you do it? And what made you so successful? And I think we all agree, right? We all want to know what is the secret of a true edupreneur, as in Pak Hendra. How did he do it? Okay,
Well,
and with that, let's give Pak Hendra a very big welcoming applause, virtual or otherwise. And Pak Hendra, the stage is yours.
all right. Good evening, everybody, all the distinguished guests. Actually, I also do not know from where I have to start. So I just tell you what I'm doing. I think maybe that's the way, that you also will know later what you should do after that. Well, let me introduce myself. My name is Hendra Sucitra. Used to be called Seguan because I was a teacher before. And I have been starting teaching. Start in 1987, so it is might be around 39 years ago from one student. I
Mm.
think you need to know about this story until today. If I can develop and build not only the school but also more or less 9 branches of a learning center. I
Mm.
start from teaching one student. Then after a year, I start to teach a school, and then from one school to another school, and then from one English center to another English center. Okay,
Mhm.
shortly, I feel that, oh, why not I make it more in order I can help more and more people I can help. So shortly, after more or less around 15 to 20 years, I just think if I build school, if I have so many learning center, then I have to face should be a lot of parents. And that's the time make me start to think.
Mhm.
And then if I have to face them, at that time I just feel I don't have that ability in public speaking. That make me start to find to shirt Toastmaster. So in 2010, 2010, at the end of that year, I guess at that time it might be semi-annual convention in Jakarta. So I start to join Toastmaster. So long time ago. So I choose the club in Bahasa. Actually, my base here, I'm from Bahasa Club. I get used to speak Bahasa. So now I have to speak English. So whenever you find my English is not really so good, forgive me, okay? So since then, after I joined 1 year, I feel something very different. Yeah, personally, I felt myself growth. Wow, yeah. Because before that, I already joined many workshops. I already joined many seminar. It doesn't change me that much. So after 1 year, then I bring Toastmaster to my school. So at that time, I set up Binjai Platinum Toastmaster Club. So at that time, nobody know what is Toastmaster. I also got quite confused here. Only just 1 year, how I introduced Toastmaster to them. Then I broke down some of my friends to make a demo meeting. And very difficult at that time to convince my teachers. But I just go ahead because I know the changing happened to myself, my life. I feel a bit more powerful. That I just go ahead. The problem is that at that time they have to pay by themselves, and it might be happen maybe also to company club. When that company want the workers or the officer pay by themselves, I think nobody want to join. And even many company pay for the membership for their officer or workers, they also never can stay long. So what I do is that for the first year, second year, and third year, and even until maybe more or less 10 years, I have to stay there to be maybe their coach, maybe their mentor, maybe somebody to help. So I have to be there as the owner of that school. So that's make all my teacher stay long because of now already 15 years. So many club president, past president, immediate past president. Then of course I find that quite a lot member there and that had been joining Toastmaster for many years. They can help me a lot to give a testimony how Toastmaster helped them. At the first time when I joined Toastmaster back again, I hope that I can talk in a very good way. But actually, Toastmaster doesn't teach me how to talk well. It teaches me how to listen well. That's make me can understand people. You see, when you meet me, you will find out that I don't talk so much. I just keep quiet. If you ask me a question, I answer only that. Is that right, Mbak Carolina? So I just keep quiet more rather than talk a lot. So this is actually me, because I understand I'm an introvert. I don't like actually socialize a lot, but Toastmaster really helped me. Can you imagine? I'm already introvert. I don't talk a lot, and then if not Toastmaster help me, to manage, to understand people, to listen more what they want. Actually, they have a problem. If I listen more from them and I can give a solution, they will trust me. So that kind of thing actually. And then the other side, what I get from Toastmaster, it make me feel more confident. It it teaches me how to see, become a visionary. So no wonder so many of my friends that also own a learning center, they ask me, how come you can establish so many branches in different places? And even when I want to visit that branches, I have to spend more or less 16 to 18 hours. For the journey, already 16 to 18 hours. Can you imagine how tired? But I just feel, it is so enjoyable one. Because of what? Yeah, because of I think Toastmaster. Because of Toastmaster. To empower people. To help more and more people. And then because of I do this consistently, that's also one of the way how to help me after establish the club can survive more than my club. They already stand to 16 years, 15 years, 13 years. And actually I also help to build many clubs for another school. But the problem, the owner doesn't have any commitment, consistency to run. So it cannot help. How powerful is Toastmaster? It all back again to us. Yeah, do we use all what we learn from Toastmaster to help us to open all the way ahead or not? If we have the commitment and consistently to do it every year that I pass, until today, more or less, I already do this joint Toastmaster for 17 years. I believe like but Harlina, why she still can stay there in Toastmaster? I believe she also feel that how Toastmaster empower her. And then there is another who is that lady that's now from Petaling? I forget the name.
DTM
Xiu Chen. That that lady is also already 20 years. If you ask her how she still can stay in Toastmaster, I believe she also get the same answer like what I tell you today. Related to the entrepreneurship, it is not only just for the education, it is also for another part of business field. If you are really the Toastmaster, and I believe from the tagline of Toastmaster, where leaders are made, I believe you can also become a very great leader there. From what I ever read, one quote from John Maxwell, he said that coming together is the beginning. Keeping together is a process. And then working together is a success. So that's what I see, what Toastmaster help me as the school owner, and help all my teacher become a great teacher, become likable teacher, become lovable teacher, and even become adorable teacher. The result after 16 years, all my teacher and also the principal joined Toastmaster lately, many of our students, even they have a great achievement. And then one of our students frankly talk, I should be proud of this because this is our hard work. Always represent the math Olympic competition nationally. And then last year, one of our students represent our school nationally, even represent Indonesia to have a science competition in Russia. So I believe this is also because of Toastmaster. That's what I can feel and I can say. So, fellow Toastmaster, friend, distinguished guest, if you ask me how I can do that, I also do not know how to tell you. It is only just what I know through my experience. And I also do not know how to tell you in a good order from one to another. So because of what? Because of this is a 39 years experience. After 20 years, at that time, I haven't joined Toastmaster yet. I can feel the difference after I joined Toastmaster for 16 years. Why I say so? Because at that time, for almost that 20 years, I only just did at school. I only just did at English course. I never own a school. I never own an English center or training center or learning center. But can you imagine after I joined 16 years Toastmaster, it changed me a lot. It changed me a lot. I can build two schools now running from kindergarten, playgroup, kindergarten, primary to junior high school. And then maybe another next 2 years, I'm going to open senior high school. So in running, all in process. So that's maybe I can say, yeah, that's maybe I can say how Toastmaster helped me, yeah, to build this all. If not because of Toastmaster, maybe I never feel brave enough, even, yeah, to open school, even to own a learning center. Well, I think that's all what I can say. Yeah, maybe uh, you friend who knows that you have question to ask. Yeah, maybe by that question, yeah, I can give you a detail answer. Yeah, for what, yeah, why Toastmaster helped me become an edupreneur. Well, back again to distinguished Toastmaster Miranda Rumi as MC.
Yes.
Thank you for the time
Wow.
listen to me.
Pak Hendra,
Yeah.
thank you so much. It was just, like you are so humble. You don't have to say a lot, but your results speak by itself. And but actually, like I learned a lot as you were speaking, that I think the most important thing is that you credit your success or even your vision, but through Toastmasters. It's kind of like Toastmasters opened your eyes, your heart, and your horizon of what is possible. And it gives you the confidence, and you decide, okay, let's just do it because now I know how to speak to parents, and then the result shows, yeah, that how Toastmasters really help you. I make a lot of notes, but let's just let the audience ask questions, because I'm sure everybody's curious and have burning questions, and there are things that maybe you didn't explain as deeply that people may want to ask more. So with that, let's open the floor for questions. We can start with who would like to ask questions. You can raise your hand either virtually
I go.
or okay. Go
I go.
ahead.
Yes.
Yes, please, Belinda.
Recently, I met the Sarawak or Cebu Teachers Union board people. Okay, so something new to me. So I want to attract them to actually to come and join Toastmasters over here in my club. Okay, so now the question is, how do I approach that? Because some of them are saying, "Oh, I'm about to retire already." These teachers, so I don't think I want to get involved again, not in public speaking and whatever, not actually. So these are the things that, I have resistance going on actually. How do you inspire the teachers actually to join you actually? And then not just that as well. To me, I'm a person who actually has been, you know, educated in overseas, and I've gone there in UK, for example, to see how the education systems over in UK works and stuff like that. Okay. I'm not from a education background. I'm not an educator I was from a corporate sector before this. Okay, so I can see there's the vast difference between UK method of educating children compared to here, actually in Malaysia or in Asian countries and everything. But I see, the teachers can play a major role actually in terms of changing, and molding the minds actually. So yeah, Pak Hendra, can you enlighten me? How did you do it?
Well, um, well, so it is also make me confused, from your question how to answer. But let me tell you something. Okay. Well, I personally, when I talk to people, I talk to their heart. talk to their mind. I never saw them that I'm very clever person. No. Because when we talk about cleverness, everybody are clever. But not so many can talk heart to heart. Just pursue them by that way. And then we have to stay there also as a role model that, they see us change when we join Toastmaster. And then they see, oh, my friend and also her friend and their friend get changed. Yeah, so that's why it will take time to change people. And maybe we will never be successful to change people until we can convince them. The only way how to make a big change is they have to do by themselves, like other friend of them maybe. Because it is very difficult to show them if they only just see through their eye. We have to guide them to see from their eye mind, the understanding. Because when you see with your eye, you only have a sight. If you see from your eye mind, you have an insight. So how they can understand why they should think? It takes time and process also. If I may ask you, how long have you already do your best to have that? Maybe you just say mention that teacher is already maybe so senior already, right? Is that you mentioned just now the senior teacher to help them to make a change?
Okay, this I just met them actually from installation with one of the new installation club actually.
Mm-hmm.
And so I just met them. But the first moment I said that, I'm from Toastmasters Club, the first resistance, oh, I don't have the time. And then not just that as well. It's typical, there's always the resistance there. And then not just that, I'm already retired. I don't want to get involved in anything speaking anymore.
Oh, okay. So we are
Yeah.
talking
So
now about the community club, community club. You are going to recruit the outsider, right? Is that
yeah, I
so?
mean, yeah, that's one. Okay. And then not just that as well, my own friends as well. Okay, my
Oh,
own friends, there
okay.
are a lot of them are like learning school teachers as well. Okay, and they, she, I mean, I've been like working with them and then try to like persuade them to come, and they always said, oh no, they're teachers themselves. Okay, like learning centers teachers, but when I asked them to come, asked her to come, they always said, I'm sorry, public speaking is not my thing. I'm teacher.
Well,
How do you break their
um,
ice actually?
mm,
To get them
yeah.
to be involved actually,
All right, all right. Well, do you know Yenny Mock?
Yes, I
I
know
guess
her.
you know her, right? I pursued
Yeah, I know her
her
very
for
well.
a long time, so many years. She just be so active lately in these 3 years. So that's why sometimes when the one that you try to have to ask to join Toastmaster, they cannot see yet what is the benefit for them. That might be all the time the reason. Wow, it's impossible in public speaking, this and that, because they do not know yet it is a need for them. Yeah,
Mm,
but Toastmaster is not only just when you are able to talk in front of a lot of people. No, yeah,
yeah.
I think I believe that it is Toastmaster is also for that we can use in the family in the family
Yeah.
how to talk heart to heart, right? Not only just in the working place. I think what is the problem? They don't see yet what is the benefit for them. So maybe you can try from another side how to show them the benefit. In order,
Okay.
yeah, they can think, yeah, maybe you are right. They can just start to join. It's just same thing like what happened to Patrick. Yeah, one of my member in my club, Miracle Pidato Club. Before, he was also such kind of person, and he was the alumni from one of famous Singapore university.
From a
At the
matter.
end,
Okay.
at the end, he is quite active. Patrick Wong. Yeah, I guess distinguished
I
Toastmaster.
saw him before actually. Just got
Yeah,
married.
yeah,
He's now a
Patrick Wong.
restaurateur.
Yeah, Patrick Wong. Yeah, now
He's now
because of
a
he got.
restaurateur, right?
No,
Is
Mhm.
that
no,
the
no,
restaurateur?
no. It's a different one. Patrick's
Okay.
been
Patrick
married
Wong.
for quite some time.
Patrick Wong is from MMPC, Medan Miracle Pidato Club.
Okay.
Sometimes need time, for all this process. Don't you think that I also failed to persuade a new member to join my club? What I successfully this year become a top recruiter of 2026, with 57 new members. You know how many members I tried to persuade to join? I fail. But I never gave up. The one that this year I cannot recruit. Okay, I will pursue it next year. I keep saying until that guy maybe get bored with me. But the other side, he or she also see the different, the changing happen to the colleges around them. Maybe need time for all this process.
Yeah.
So you never be actually you should not be because when I can successfully recruit 57 new member. I've been doing this for 16 years already, consistently. It's not a year or 2 years or 3 years. Today, you every year maybe, you see that I can be the top recruiter of the year with this reason: consistency. With the commitment and consistency, I'm doing that. Okay, it's nothing wrong actually with you. What you need to do is that just convince yourself to go ahead what you have been started. Until now, I don't know, but for me, I tell you, I've been doing this until today for 16 years.
I'm trying to do
Okay.
something for the community. Sorry.
Yeah.
Can I ask another
Excuse
question?
me, Belinda, can we
Sure.
take turn? Supposedly, everybody should be speaking for 2 minutes so that we allow others to also ask questions. Yeah. So we'll come back to you after we had the other ones who may want. But if the one wants, then we can continue back with you. So thank you, Pak Hendra, and thank you,
Yeah.
Belinda, for asking that question, which was a very good question. How do we handle resistance? And I was expecting like smart answers from Pak Hendra, some secret, but it just hit very deep home when you said that you just keep trying. That to get that many members. For those who listening who didn't know, Pak Hendra every year consistently become the highest recruiting member. So this year with 50, what's 57 or 58, something around that
Yeah,
number.
57.
Yeah. So that number every year consistent. And I've seen somebody try to topple Pak Hendra, but it would be just too difficult.
I cut a little bit. That 57 member, it is not all the new member. there are some of those also reinstated member
Reinstated.
that already
Yeah.
stopped for a few years because of this and that reason, married, give a baby birth, and so on. I recruit back again.
But it is recruiting, Pa, the same thing,
Yeah,
because you still have to talk and persuade them to come
yeah,
back. Yeah, so we just count all recruitment, how many people you recruited.
yeah.
Okay, so anyone else, would you like to ask some question? Yes, Harlina, please.
Yes,
So let's
one of
time the
the
question. Yeah, so it's time the speak
okay.
for 2 minutes for your question, and then we listen to Pa Hendra, and so that others also have a chance to ask questions. Yeah, go ahead.
It's very simple question. You mentioned that teachers were more able to handle a part that of the people that are very can be very annoying. It's called parents. In what way were they more efficient to handle those after joining Toastmasters?
Hmm. Well, is that question? All right.
Yeah.
Just now you maybe ever heard that I mentioned my teacher become likable teacher, my teacher become lovable teacher, my teacher become adorable teacher. Yeah, yeah, I see that. Yeah, most of my teacher they are like that. But for those who has been joining Toastmaster more than 5 years, they turn to become very different person. I don't know. Yeah, they just can feel. Maybe parent or student just can feel. Yeah, when you communicate to them, yeah, to the student, they can feel it. I cannot show you by showing something like kind of picture, but I just can feel that they talk like that way. They communicate that way.
Better, you mean?
So that's why just now I said they don't talk to their mind, they don't talk to the kid mind, they talk to the kid heart.
Mm.
By showing care, maybe I
Mm-hmm.
see from that way, but I don't know. Yeah, if there is another way, how in order to make them to show other people when after they join Toastmaster, this is like this, like that. I just can tell you, yeah, they get changed so much.
Mm.
They become like so humble, so
Mm.
friendly, so soft. Yeah, from the first year they come to join us to teach at our school or to teach at our English center. Uh, when for the first time, they also got confused how in order they can follow the other teacher, the other colleges that teach, yeah, at my learning center or my school. They can show, yeah, their attitudes, maybe their character, maybe their habit, maybe so positive, so
Mm-hmm.
positive, as it
Yeah.
is also one of our Toastmaster promise, yeah, to create positive environment. Yeah, that's grow to them. That's grow
Mm.
to them. Do you still remember when we before we start our meeting, we always keep saying, yeah, to attend Toastmaster meeting regularly. And then one of them, if I'm not mistaken, yeah, that point is that to create, yeah, positive environment to
Mm-hmm.
empower all the member, yeah, become blah
Mm.
blah blah blah. There, yeah, the point actually. Maybe, yeah, many of you don't see that.
Yeah. I okay, Halina, where are you? Did you disappeared from the spotlight?
Oh, sorry. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm
Did that
here.
answer
So
your question? Did that answer your question, Halina?
yes, so what you're saying is that because they learn to be more positive and more humble, so
Yeah,
they are
I
not
think
just that is how they were able to. I mean, in Toastmasters, we learn to be more humble, not just we are not the only the ones who are talking, but we are also listening. That is maybe one of the reasons why
it
they
can
can
be like
handle
that.
the parents better.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Okay.
now now many of my parents, they feel proud to have the teacher who teach their kid. They show their good cooperation, good support, and also I see that their teamwork between teacher, parents, student, it really run through all the process. This is in my place. I don't know in the other place, maybe in Binjai, in Medan, in Brandan, Sepabat, Tebing, people culture maybe are different. But I see, every human being, they of course will have the similar, they have a similar thing they want to have. What is important for them is what is the growth for their kid. Is there? If there is an improvement, I think they cannot complain too much anymore.
Wow. Okay. Yes, Halina? Okay, good. Thank you. Anyone else would like to have a question? No? Okay. I have some questions.
yeah.
Oops, who is that? Who's asking? Dia?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, go ahead, Dia.
Is education always be your goal or dream? Because in the beginning of your story, you started that you were once a teacher. So from the beginning, is it also your dream until now? I think that's the simple question for me.
You mean only for education? Yeah. I beg your pardon. Would you repeat?
Is in short, probably is education is your passion and your dream, because you started in the beginning that you were a teacher before you became the edupreneurs.
Oh, no, I never dreamed to become a teacher. I never dreamed to become a teacher. I ever become an insurance agent, prudential insurance agent, Lipo Life, insurance agent. But I just don't know. It sounds like teaching is so comfortable for me to go through. Even many of my manager over me, the position to become unit manager, I just say, I love teaching, only that. But I never have any dream, to become a teacher. But now so many of my friends over me, not only just in education. Now I start to run transportation service. I just start, with 3 units. I do hope that, later will become 30 units soon in 5 years target. So whenever you are really put the whole heart there to learn what you can learn from Toastmaster, maybe Toastmaster not only just can change you in one field. It might turn you, you are able to do also for another field. Believe me. Okay. So that's why go ahead. With your Toastmaster program.
Is that good? Yeah, okay. Yeah, Pak Hendra. I mean, I'm listening and I'm just fascinated by how you insert the wisdom, that comes from experience. It sounds to me that you are not like so fixed on goals or achieving, but you kind of like flow with life, and but you follow your heart, whatever shows up, and it doesn't have to be like like know your purpose like that. But you notice that, hey, this feels right, this feels good, and you just stay there, keep focusing, and then I think it's your work ethic, and you did mention, was it like commitment, or you just keep working at it, then it will be a success. Like you're talking about your transportation business, and now you have the confidence. Just if you just keep to it and give it your heart and your soul, and it will be successful, because now you already know
Mhm.
that it's almost like a plant that if you keep giving it water, it will grow. That sounds to me what you do. Is that right?
Yeah. Do you know how this happened to me?
No. How?
Yeah, because of Toastmaster. I learned everything from Toastmaster.
Yeah.
I am the one who are not really so disciplined before. But because
Uh-huh.
of Toastmaster, it teaches me. Even when you talk in front of the people, you are just allowed to talk maybe for prepared speech, 5 to 7 minutes. Yeah, and then for table topic only for 2 to 3 minutes, and evaluation for around 3 to 4 minutes. Yeah, it teaches me also a lot thing. Yeah, also about management. And
Mm.
then at that time, as you say, I seem that not so ambition people, just flow with everything that run. Actually, Toastmaster also teach me to achieve the target 10 out of
Mm.
10. Oh, that made me think, wow, we should make the goal to do every year. That teach me also to start. Yeah, I learned from that.
Mm-hmm.
So
Wow.
in just 16 years, if I can build so many branches of uh, learning center, that's because of Toastmaster. So I start to make a goal every year. I have to make one maybe build set up one learning center. If I fail, I continue again next year. This is
Mm-hmm.
the thing that I do every year.
Oh, wow. So beautiful. Yeah. Okay. We're gonna have Cristanto soon. But just a short comment about, when you said your teachers become better after so many years. They become more adorable. That's the word you said. Become more lovable, right? But more humble. I think that's what's learned from Toastmasters, because they experience that. They experience being treated well, being respected, and then so in turn they can also do that with others. Just like you said, you learned listening because you are being listened to in
Yeah,
Toastmasters, which in other places you don't experience that much. So that experience of receiving it becomes something that you can also give to others quite more easily, rather than if somebody tells you should listen, but they never experience being listened to, they will not know how to listen, right?
yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So now we have one more person, Cristianto. I'm going to invite Cristianto to ask your questions. Go ahead, Chris.
Okay, thank you. So, sir, you mentioned earlier that you joined lots of workshops and seminars without any notable results. There are lots of other institutions or trainers that offer leadership and public speaking um, education. So, from your perspective, what makes Toastmasters stands out from them? What are the edges that Toastmasters have that this any other trainers and organizations what separates them? So what does Toastmasters have? So yeah, that's my question. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Professor Cristianto. I ever read and I also follow the YouTube of Jim Rohn. Jim Rohn ever said formal education just give you a living. self-education give you a fortune. You see the difference? Formal education give you only a living. All right? Yeah. But self-education give you a fortune. So
Did you say
Toastmaster,
self or self? Was it self?
yeah, self-learning, okay? Self-education, formal education, yeah, give you only a living. Self-education give you a fortune. You
How
see
do
the
you,
difference?
sorry, how do you pronounce spell sell? Is it SELL or what?
Yeah, self-education. So in Toastmaster, we are all, yeah, study by ourselves, learn by ourselves. You see, yeah, if you follow seminar, if you follow workshop, you still depend on somebody else. When they still can inspire you, when they still can motivate you, you can stay there. But usually, it only just give you 3 weeks, 1 month or 2 months. After that, all gone with the wind. But in Toastmaster, yeah, from the time, yeah, you join, even just twice in a month, you have a consistent self-learning, self-education. So that's make the difference. Even just a little bit, even there is no, let's say, lecturer, is there's no teacher to teach you. But what make you different, if you can make self-learning, that will give you a fortune at the end. Yeah, because of what? That because of you grow, not because of other people. You see the difference? Yeah,
Yes.
self-education or self-learning give you a fortune. Formal education, maybe through a college, yeah, through school, only give you a living. Yeah, with the title you bring, so that's why you can work in a big office, but it give you only a living, not more than that. So Toastmaster, yeah, is a self-learning place for us. And moreover, you can also see, maybe you also ever heard that you are no different than 5 people that you always get used to with your friend. Toastmaster is a very positive environment. At least, yeah, after 1 or 2 or 3 years, you already change, become a positive person. That is only just the beginning. Okay, that is only just the beginning. Yeah, come together. We come together to Toastmasters to have meeting. Okay, when we learn together, it gives us a progress. Okay, so if we keep, yeah, learning together, it gives us a success. So that's what I see. What Toastmaster give me. At the first time, I also never know how Toastmaster change.
Yeah.
That's what I can tell you. Okay.
Okay, thank you,
Yeah.
Toastmaster Hendra.
Yeah. Thank you, Chris. Thank you, Pak Hendra. That was last one. Probably a lot of thing to ponder and to reflect on. So the difference between formal and cell. Yeah, I think I even need to kind of like sit with it to understand that. But I think what you share was from what you experience. Yeah, Pak, yeah. And also because you have so many teachers that you have sent to Toastmasters and you can see their difference and their progress. So that's why you see not just ourselves, like, most of us, because we're only a member and maybe we see ourselves, maybe we see some of our club members, but you see like a big number of proof with all the teachers that you send to Toastmasters. Yeah. Okay. Anyone else have another question? If not, I will ask. Okay, let me ask my question then. So, Pak Hendra, like your system, because we did talk a little bit about like, well, I don't have money, or I don't want to spend money, right? Or even corporate clubs have members that are being paid that don't show up, but yours have they show up, they change, or they grow, and they also pay themselves. That's what I understood from
Yeah,
your sharing. Yeah,
yeah,
which is quite an accomplishment on its own, because they have to spend their own money to learn, even though you say you have to. But like it's one thing for you to make it a mandatory requirement that they join Toastmasters, but it's another for them to be willing to pay. And
yeah.
so can you tell us just a little bit more? Because yeah, what you shared with me in Cebu, I thought was so fascinating, about how you make it, yeah, the system that you keep them in Toastmasters, how you make them, how do you make Toastmasters a requirement for the employees? I think a lot of business owners would be very interested in that. And then how do you make them pay? Or what is the system? Or did you have any support or help with that?
Well, actually, when I choose a teacher, I don't choose a clever one. I don't choose the clever one. I just ask them, do you really want to learn? Because I know with your capacity, yeah, with your ability and capability after the interview, yeah, for the standard of the requirement, yeah, from our school, you cannot fulfill. But it's okay. We can
Mm.
help. We can help you as far as with one question you want to learn. But it takes time. It takes time, yeah, for maybe few years for you to go. Yeah, there are some of our teachers, they just graduate from senior high school. But after they join us 3 years or 4 years, they go to the college evening class. And then there are some of them even already finished until today, 6 years, 4 years, 5 years. Yeah, when they start to come, yeah, to join us, they are only just senior high school graduate. As far as we can help them to see, as far as we can guide them, yeah, to the right things to do for them for their future, why not? Yeah, whatever they also, because they see already the result, the benefit. How come they want to? How come they do not want to pay? This is the real investment. I tell them, you have to invest from next up. Yeah, not only to next, yeah, to the bottom part, only just for the food. I tell them. And then year by year, I go through, I make a requirement. If you want to join our school or our learning center, yeah, you have to become a Toastmaster member. I build a system. If you want, okay, I recruit. I tell them, for example, this teacher, that teacher, you see there, they have been together with us for 5 years or for 10 years. At the beginning, when they come to see me, just the same thing. When now you see me, they are like you, but now they are different already. People want to see the example.
Mm.
If we can show them the example like that already, how come they not trust us? How come they not believe us? Yeah, many of my teacher, they come from, let's say, kampung, you know. Yeah, they come from, yeah, a small village, but it doesn't matter. It's not where they are from, but they must know where they have to go.
Mm.
Where they are from is not actually a matter, it's not a problem. Where they have to go actually is a big problem. If they do not know, then it will become a big obstacle in their life. At the first time, I helped them to pay for their pay due first, but monthly I cut. Actually, with this 6 club that I have to pay every year, every 6 months, I have to pay more or less more than 100 million, because I almost have maybe almost 200 members. One club with 40 something, the other club with 30 something, almost 30, 25. With this around 6 club, every year I have to invest for them first, but I take that rather than I put in the bank. They only just give you a little interest, and later I help them. Usually, it's very hard for people to pay for them. The question is that any of them in a sudden, quick, and then never show up? Yes. So I have to also to take that risk, to sacrifice for that. So it means that nothing is free. Nothing is free. Everything that we have to pay, with all the consequences, with the risk. I understand that already. But I see that the benefit that I get more than those the one who in a sudden, quick, and then never show up. It happened. So nothing is run so smooth. Everything, I have also to face with a rough way.
Well, thank you, Pak Hendra. Thank you. That to me is the true nature of an entrepreneur. Like you take risks. I think you see the opportunities, and then you take risk, and sometimes you lose, but you keep the optimism, you keep going, and but I think in total the benefits or the gain is still much greater than the loss. True.
That's true.
And you're also helping so many people, even those that quit. They must have learned a little bit of something, or they see something, and you just never know, like how far that gift or that assistance that you give like remains in them. We never know, because they quit, right? But they could still be benefiting from whatever little they get from Toastmasters.
So that's what I learned from one of the core value of Toastmaster: service. In order you become excellent. Integrity, respect, service, and then the last one is excellent. So actually, I learned to be myself, to be an integrity person. I learned how do I go through all this process. I respect people, even I don't know them much, but I have to practice this to respect them. That's what I train myself. And then I showed them that even I have to sacrifice a lot to put money. You know that, right? If talking about money, not all the people want to take that risk, but I do, because life is not about money. Life is about giving, right? So if you can go through this core value of Toastmaster: integrity, respect, service, then you can be an excellent people. That's the core value that I learned from Toastmaster: integrity, respect, service, and excellence. At the first time, I never know what is that, the core value.
Wow. That is so amazing, Pak Hendra. I mean, we're truly in the presence of a giant here, and we are experiencing a masterclass. Yes, well, we're not done yet, but I would like to wrap this up, the lecture and also the question and answer. And we would go to the next segments of our meeting today. And but before we go that, I would like to invite audience, everyone, to share your impression, your what you get out of this session so far from Pak Hendra, and how has this impacted you? What have you learned so far from here? Yeah. And with that, you can share in the chat so that Pak Hendra can also see, like, how has he impacted you? How has his sharing impacted you? So feel free to share in the chats. And with that, in the meanwhile, I would like to ask Shu Chen. I saw there would be some evaluation. So I need to ask again with Pak Hendra. Pak Hendra, do you want to have an evaluation for your presentation or?
Okay.
Yeah?
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
because it's optional.
Yeah.
It doesn't have
Yeah.
to be
Yeah.
like that.
If
But
you have,
yes, Shu Chen.
yeah.
Shu Chen
I
has.
would like to listen. I would like to listen.
Thank you.
Okay. And then after that, we'll go into the table topics part. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So now,
Mine's a short one. Pak Hendra, you are a fantastic speaker. Why I say so? You spoke from your heart. You deliver it plainly and solely, your experience, your success on capturing the audience. You spoke by using the art of pausing so that everybody will listen to you well, and you use the right words. One of them I catch, and I can say that your whole presentation is actually great takeaways. I have been a Toastmaster for 28 years, but one statement you say, you join Toastmasters. It's not about we'll be good in speaking, but good listeners. That is really very effective. And if a person new listen to you, good listeners, yes, I may want to consider. That's another very good tip. Then you move on. And when you catch the person, you really know how to use the right words to impress the audience. And that is what I felt that it's really worth listening to you, the way you share it out. But the only one thing I just want to ask you, normally people will speak, they will look, the eye contact will be straight. But yours, I think I also understand why when you speak, you look up. I felt that you were delivering this speech with the reflecting of your experiences of 16 years that you are sharing with us today. That's how I felt that your presentation was today. And your presentation was also very interesting and enlightening and very inspirational. Why? You were saying that it teach you discipline. Well, I said, wow, this is something very logical. Because the thing is, people who want to become a good listener, join Toastmasters. You want discipline? You join Toastmasters. That's how we teach you. So that's something that people will listen because you fill up all your speech throughout the session. It's like you are a strategist in selling Toastmasters to people who may not know, but then you are also an influencer to join, to encourage and influence people to join Toastmasters. So this is something very, I feel is very interesting. And also you practice integrity. Why I say that? Because when you speak, you spoke from your heart and you speak from experiences, your life experiences with Toastmasters of 16 years. And that's fantastic. I've been a Toastmaster for 28 years, but your story has actually moved me, especially the part of how you nab new people to come in, invite them, eventually they see the value of Toastmasters. That's fantastic. Congratulations, Pak Hendra. You
Thank
certainly
you.
make an impact. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you,
Thank you
Shu
so
Chen. That was a beautiful evaluation. I really learned a lot from it. And as the tradition in the Edupreneurs, we focus a lot on evaluation or feedback for the speaker, for the trainer, and mostly when we do the lab, it is for ourselves. But every so often, we have also the guest speaker who is also willing to receive evaluation or feedback. And so, after Shu Qian now as the lead evaluator, I would like to invite, well, Shu Qian, you can lead everybody else if they want to share their feedback, additional feedback that may have not been mentioned by Shu Qian. So we'll invite.
Yes, thank you. Thank you, Mirinda. Thank you.
Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, the floor is yours. Come forward and give your feedback. Now's the session. I invite you to take the floor now. Who will be the first one? Come forward, please.
Okay, I'm very impressed by your presentation of the Singing Toastmaster Hendra, and so much, especially during the question and answer session, a lot of questions were answered very well, especially the quotation of Jim Rohn. I never thought about it that way, that self-education can actually lead to a fortune, that Toastmasters is actually promoting self-education. And I think maybe an illustration of maybe one or two cases. You do not need to mention the name of the teacher, but for example, you can give it a nickname to this teacher. Well, teacher just say the name is John. They joined Toastmasters, and then in the beginning was a little bit like maybe shy or something, or a little bit too obnoxious. And then after joining Toastmasters for a year or so, he became more how. And so give an example about maybe one person or so as an illustration. That could be even more fun. So that's all. But thank you very much for your presentation.
Yeah,
Thank you,
thank
Melina.
you so
Thank you.
much for the input.
Anyone? Come forward. Like to hear from you.
Okay, I will go.
Yes, please.
Yes. So I'm the MC, but I'm also kind of like the audience, really listening to Pak Hendra's presentation and thinking like, what can I learn from how he is presenting, not just of the content, because the content is already so amazing. And what I saw is somebody who's very natural. I see you very natural, Hendra. By now, it's like you probably don't think, okay, I should do this, I should do that, but it just comes so naturally, and you speak from the heart and also from experience. From you really know what you're talking about. So and when a speaker is like that, it's almost like the technique goes way into the background. You just know the stories, and you tell a lot of stories. And I heard that I learned that is the secret of a presentation or a speech that keeps the audience riveted. So here, without going into the techniques and stuff like that, but with your experience, with your stories, I was completely captivated. I didn't lose any moment, like losing attention or thinking anything else. So I would not be able to say exactly what it is, Pak Hendra, but just speaking from the heart and that, you know, that genuineness that you have in you just comes across. You just really care. You really care about people. That's what come across to me, and I imagine that's how you also treat your teachers and your parents, and that's how I felt as the audience, as part of the audience, that you just care and you want to really share something very valuable and that you believe will help us also in our lives. So that's all. I mean, I don't have any feedback about for improvement, but I really, really enjoyed that. That's all I want to share. Thank you.
Thank you, Miranda.
Yes.
Thank you. It was certainly enlightening. Thank you. Anyone else? This is your time. Anyone? Two statement will also help.
Come on.
If not, I will volunteer you. I will call you up.
No, well,
Uh,
we
Linda,
still have
would you-
another segment. We still have another segment, you know,
Okay.
the table topics. So evaluation, I think, is a little bit difficult to volunteer people if they're not ready or if they have anything to comment on.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you, Brenda. Thank you. So with that,
Well-
yes, Pak Hendra.
Well, may I correct that one? Formal education, give you a living. Self-education will give you a fortune, not will make you a living. No. By Jim Rohn, the quote is it typed there.
Where is that?
Yeah, in the meeting chat.
Jim
in the
Rohn.
chatting
Where
box.
is it? I thought I
In
saw
the
it
chatting
earlier.
box.
In the chat, is it?
Formal education,
I wrote it. I wrote it.
will give you a
I
living.
looked up in internet.
Oh yeah. Yeah, will give you a living. Self-education will give you a fortune. Yeah. Okay, go ahead. Just all right.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So the difference is in the word is will give, right? Will give you
Yeah.
living, will give you a fortune. It makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. Great. So okay. No one else wants to give feedback. If not, and but I hope you read the love that was shared for you in the
Yeah.
chat.
Thank you so much. Yeah. Thank you so much. I read.
Okay. Kung Fu Panda. All right.
Kung Fu Panda.
Okay.
That's from Belinda. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. All right, Shichen.
to you.
Thank you. Back to me. So now we'll do a table topic session a la the Edupreneurs. So in Edupreneurs, when we do table topics, the table topics is tied back to the presentation. That is for members or for guests, for audience to pay attention of what is being shared, and also by sharing or by answering the questions related to the presentation, it will also deepen our learning and understanding. Okay, now we can volunteer. You can volunteer yourself or you can be volunteered. So who would like to do a 2-minute table topics, and I will give you the question. It's not difficult.
I would like to give it a try.
Okay. All right. So, you know, Halina, Pak Hendra learned discipline, learned listening. And what else did he learn? You can just share what he learned, and then also what you personally learned from Toastmasters in that manner. So the time is 2 minutes. Timer? Well, you are the timer, right? So you can just time yourself. All right. So go ahead. What did Pak Hendra learn in Toastmasters that increased his personal effectiveness? And then if you still have time, you can also share yours.
Okay, so what did he learn? He learned about listening. Yeah, that was very important because people, especially listen, because if you want to be an entrepreneur, well, I didn't really mention it in the presentation, but if you really want to give a solution to people, you want to help people, you have to be able to know what people need, and one way how to do it is to listen. And I remember sometimes on internet people say we do not have a course for listening, and actually Toastmasters is it's really a course for listening, even though people say it's about communication, but people usually stresses on the public speaking, isn't it? Always on the speaking, not really on the listening part. And Toastmaster Hendra, by mentioning it that he learned about listening, reminds me that this may be something that we should actually mention, yeah, when we talk about Toastmasters, that how important actually listening is, not only in communication but also in entrepreneurship. I know that I'm a person who doesn't listen very well, and I have to admit that it's something that I did learn here, especially with timing, yeah. Because if there is no timer, I can speak for 2 hours and I don't listen. So that is really one thing that I personally do. I'm still learning though. I'm not perfect. I'm still learning, but I'm much better than I used to be in listening, and that is because of Toastmasters. So thank you very much for reminding me that listening is important, not only just for communication, but also when you are in a leading position or when you have to do entrepreneurship. Thank you very much, and back to you.
Thank you, Halina, for bringing it up. And I just want to mention to everybody, and I know that listening is the hardly ever mentioned component of Toastmasters, but what we experience in Toastmasters is like being heard. All the time being heard. Whenever you speak, you're being heard. Whenever you do something, you're being heard. And that's how we become better listener without actually actively going to practice listening. Yeah, but just by being heard, then we have that feeling, oh, feels good. So then somehow, I think almost magically, we also learn to become better listeners, but by first being heard. Yeah, so thank you, Halina. Now, somebody else who would like to stretch themselves or challenge themselves with this table topics. Go into the unknown and be surprised.
I'll try.
Okay, Belinda. Okay, Belinda, part of the story from Pak Hendra, he said he had to go to his branches and taking long distance, like many, many hours. But he said it is so what? Because what? If you still remember. And then he came also with the quote, coming together is the beginning, keeping together process, and working together is a success. What was he talking about this?
It says that it's okay. She said that it was quite dreary to actually be traveling 16 hours to every branches. But at the end of the day, it was such a fulfillment actually to have seen the whole place bloom and all the branches like more getting bigger and more successful. And not just that as well, all the teachers will be able to engage with the students as well as the parents who can be quite annoying because yes, the parents seems to have the tiger mom and dad's um an attitude about things, And at the end of the day, right, it is bows down to the results. Actually, can see the difference. When you see the difference, then more people will come to the club as well as to his all his companies or his education's learning centers as well. So that's how he prospered in that sense. Yeah,
Excellent.
that's it.
Great listening, right, Pak Hendra? That was almost a tricky question, Belinda, and but you listened very well. Yeah, so the whole thing that Pak Hendra said, he went to branches, he had to go 16 to 17 hours, but he's so enjoyable because he saw how Toastmasters has empowered people, and that's why he shared the quote. Yeah, thank you. Well done. Good listening. Okay, who else would like to try? Everybody's getting a bit scared. Is it?
There is a guest, Miss Rinda, but
Miss
she hasn't
Rinda.
seen the whole. Yeah, she came a
Yeah.
bit late. Maybe something related.
What about Amelia? Amelia has been very quiet.
Okay, Miranda.
Very good. So, Pak Hendra said he learned discipline and he learned time management. And what was the example that he used? He said, like, yeah, this is how I learn. And then he gives an example. What was the example? And can you expand on that a bit more?
Yes, thankfully I heard this session. It's a little bit scared whether if I'm not listening or not. He said about discipline because in Toastmaster there's a prepare speech, table topic, and evaluation, which make us also learn on how to be disciplined, how to prepare it, and also we have to be disciplined to talk on time. So in Toastmaster, yeah, I agree with him. In Toastmaster, we learn a lot about discipline, and not only discipline, but also about management, and also about how to manage people and manage the team. If I'm not remember it wrongly, and we also learn about this is actually maybe not in a different part, but how to speak with heart and also how to convince people with heart. Thank you so much.
Oh, you done?
Yes.
Actually, there was one that is very related to your job as a division director. Learn to achieve. Do you remember that one? Achieve goals.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's part of that, discipline management, because he said he was not that kind of a person, but Toastmasters guide him because he has to achieve 10 out of 10, and that's what helped him also start making goals every year to start a new branch. But what's so beautiful about Pak Hendra is, like, if it doesn't get achieved, then he keeps it again for the next year. Right, Pak Hendra? You don't just give up. Thank you. So one more question. I know Dia cannot be asked, but I can ask, what about Chris? Chris, are you there?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So let's ask you, yeah. Pak Hendra mentioned that your Toastmaster, he explains to his staff that Toastmasters is investment for the head up. Can you explain a little bit more around that? What did he mean, and how does that relate to his recruiting or even getting people to commit to Toastmasters?
All right. From my understanding, investment from the head up means that yeah, if we want to enroll in Toastmasters, we have to pay. But like what he said before, the Jim Rohn quote that formal education will make you a living and self-education will give you a fortune. Then yeah, he always encouraged his employee to enter Toastmasters because it's an investment from the head. And actually, that is one of the reason why, even though like in other clubs or corporate clubs, there are many people not willing to pay for the enrollment fee for Toastmasters. But Mr. Hendra managed to, keep the club intact with all the members, fully willing to pay and enroll, so they can, because they know the value of, investment from the head up. And then Mr. Hendra said that he doesn't always recruit teachers because of their qualification, but rather from their willingness to learn. So I think that's related to the answer of the question. And yeah, maybe I forgot something, but from my understanding, that's what he meant. So yeah, thank you.
Beautiful. Yes.
Yeah.
Bagaimana Pak Hendra? Did he get it right? Everybody got it right. Pretty amazing, yeah? I mean, no, not amazing. You guys are just such great students and you really pay attention. And that is also a testament to Pak Hendra keeping our attention intact. Nobody went ADHD today. Everybody really listened and really get what he's sharing because, yeah, you may not say things exactly right, but you understand the concept and you had paid attention, which is so beautiful. Yeah, Pak, yeah? As a speaker, that is no greater reward than when your speech is being heard and that people understand and get something out of it, impacting people. So very, very good. Thank you. So I would now like to ask Pak Hendra as a closing comment about your experience presenting in before that, I just would like to mention quickly to all the 4 table topic speakers, thank you for stepping up and the timing. Everybody speaks within required time. We don't have a gift, but have the satisfaction that would be your gift, that you had done well and you had listened and you did what it was asked. You have to think quickly and what do you call that? Think on your feet. And you all did very well with that. Thank you. So now, Pak Hendra, your closing comment. Anything that you would like to share? We give you 2 minutes to give your closing remarks.
Well, I would like to say thank you so much giving me a chance to share my experience through this webinar meeting. Do hope that all the distinguished guests coming to join will get convinced themselves that Toastmaster is a very good platform for you to empower, to train yourself, to be a better person. As like everybody know from Toastmaster text line where leaders are made. I believe if you put yourself there in 10 years, you can change yourself to be a great leader. And I see so many great leaders come up from Toastmaster. So one more time, my sincere thanks to all of you that are already giving me the input, the feedback. I also would like to learn from you through this meeting. That's maybe what I can say. Yeah, that's all. Toastmaster Miranda Room.
Thank you, Pak Hendra. So let's give Pak Hendra a very big, warm heart applause and reactions, emojis, as you like. It's been an amazing sharing. Yeah. So now we are coming almost to the end of our meeting. And I would just go around the room and ask for your comments and impressions about how this meeting is touching you. And what did you like? And also, what would you like to suggest for us to keep improving our meetings? So let's start with Chris. Let's start with Chris.
Okay, so basically suggestion for improvement of the meeting, the club meeting.
Mhm.
Wow, because it's kind of hard to find something to improve, because yeah, it's different compared to other Toastmasters club, but because it's different, so if it gives how do I say this, like a unique experience. And from it's the second time I joined the Edupreneurs meeting, and I always get something to take out from the meeting, always. So yeah, it's hard to add to something that's already fulfilled, I guess. So yeah, thank you.
Okay. Yeah, I was gonna say it doesn't always have to be a suggestion for improvement, but also what you like and what you enjoy. But I think you already said that as
Yeah,
well.
okay, thank you.
Yeah. Thank you so much. It means a lot for us. Okay, thank you, Chris. What about Dia? How is this meeting for you?
I learned a lot. The overall subjects are also suitable, very suitable with entrepreneurs itself, combining education and entrepreneurs. So I look forward for the next speakers or educational speakers in the future.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Dia. Belinda.
I love it when you invited the giant, the legend himself, Hendra, Pak Hendra. Oh, I salute you. Yeah, keep it coming. Actually, this is a very, very good topic. It's very, really relevant to the whole club itself. Especially that it's called entrepreneur. So, and we have Pak Hendra, who's a legend. you know, yeah, keep it coming. I mean, I really got um very inspired about it, actually. He's not just an education entrepreneur, but he's really an entrepreneur. Yes, it is true, actually. It's not all rosy beds and everything, for entrepreneurs. But there will always be ups and downs. And Pak Hendra is really a legend. As I mentioned, he's the master ukui, actually, for us small timers, small fries, actually, wanted to get into it, for example. Yeah, serial entrepreneur, I would say.
Yeah.
Come back again, Pak Hendra. We
Yes.
need to pick your brain again. further.
Yes. Thank you so
Yeah.
much.
Definitely come back again. We'll invite Pahendra again. All right. So now from the members, thank you so much, Belinda. From the members, Xu Chen, how was this meeting for you?
Great. Great tips, great sharing. And of course, cannot forget how he really gave the main tips for us. Great takeaways. It's certainly a very memorable meeting, and I never regretted. Though today I don't feel too well, but I said, doesn't matter. Pahendra's presentation must listen, and I certainly benefited a lot. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Xu Chen. So, Amel. Amel might be busy. Amel? Oh, there you are.
For today's meeting, I really like it, and I also learned a lot from Pak Hendra presentation. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you, Amel. Harlina.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, distinguished Toastmaster Hendra, for sharing with us. Even though you are very busy, this is very busy months for you, and I think it's yeah. I mean, at first, I always thought that teachers don't need public speaking classes or so, but apparently there is still something that we can still learn from Toastmasters. Also, this is also something that I experienced when I mean, like leadership training, this kind of training is usually only reserved for people who are at a certain position in a company. And for younger people or beginners, they do not give this kind of training, but Toastmasters does provide this kind of training. You said some of people are from villages or so. But because of Toastmasters, they can get all these kind of soft skills that is very important for their career. Yeah, thank you for reminding us about this.
Yeah, thank you, Harlina. And I would say, Toastmasters to me personally is really a personal growth training. We grow no matter what happened. Whenever we go into Toastmasters and when we just show up, we inevitably and we cannot help but grow. I mean, I experienced it myself, and I was a very, very bad listener, but I experienced my first feeling of being heard in Toastmasters. So I know what Pak Hendra meant for the teachers and all of that. And for me, it is Pak Hendra. I learned a lot about life, about being an edupreneur, being a leader from your sharing, and it's so valuable. And I hope that, I don't know if, to be honest, I've never seen Pak Hendra giving a speech before. Right, Pak Hendra? I mean, so
Yeah.
many people give speeches here and there, and I'm so glad that we're the first one to really put the spotlight or shine the spotlight on Pak Hendra, because Pak Hendra is somebody who needs to be listened to, has so much wisdom, has so much experience, and we can all learn so much from it. And this is like a real, like the impact and the effect and the result of Toastmasters. And so I hope Pak Hendra will speak more, will be heard more, because so many Toastmasters need to hear this. Thank you, Pak Hendra.
You're welcome. Thank you so much also.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So with that, I think we're coming close to our meeting, the end of our meeting. We have another maybe 8 minutes to just network if anybody has any question. But in the meanwhile, I can adjourn the meeting so that we can be free to just continue. And maybe Belinda, you want to ask more questions or just chat? We have the opportunity. I don't know how much time Pak Hendra has. You can share with us how much more time do you have to share with us, or are you in a hurry to go somewhere so that we
No,
can
yeah.
manage our time?
I'm quite free tonight.
It's
Ah.
okay. I will reserve it for next time. Hendra.
Yeah.
Hopefully you come back again.
Yeah.
We're anticipating.
Yeah. Okay. Well, with that, I close this meeting. The meeting is adjourned, and our next meeting